Self-discipline is a strong tool for developing inner strength and living a more full and meaningful life. The search for self-mastery and tranquility in the face of hardship is at the heart of this philosophy, and its basic ideas can guide us on this road of personal progress. One of the essential principles is inner control, which refers to our ability to manage our emotional reactions and thoughts in the face of external events. It is a practice that invites us to attain inner serenity and harmony even in the face of adversity and difficult circumstances. We frequently feel helpless in the face of external circumstances, such as unexpected events, challenging relationships, or unfair conditions. While we have no control over these circumstances, Stoicism tells us that we do have complete power over our own minds and how we react to them. Inner control is achieved by self-mastery and emotional self-sufficiency. It entails learning to notice and control our emotions and thoughts. We can adopt a more objective, analytical, and thinking attitude toward events, rather than getting carried away by the tide of our emotions. Problem distancing is an important skill for managing the interior. Instead of entirely identifying with a problem or unpleasant situation, we might mentally step back and examine it from a more objective standpoint. This allows us to identify more effective answers while avoiding being overwhelmed by impulsive emotional reactions. An important principle that aims to foster and respect moral and ethical traits in our daily lives is attachment to virtues. Stoic virtues, including courage, knowledge, justice, temperance, and transcendence, are viewed as guides to living a complete and meaningful life. We become more sympathetic, ethical, and courageous when we devote ourselves to the cultivation of virtues. We tackle life's difficulties with dignity and purpose, knowing that our actions represent the best in ourselves. This pursuit of moral excellence leads to a more meaningful and influential existence. We leave a good impression on the world around us by acting in accordance with our principles, becoming agents of change and inspiration for others. Attachment to virtues is a lifelong path, but the rewards include personal fulfillment and a sense of harmony with oneself and the cosmos. It is a search for the most noble and human qualities in each of us. The mind control principle emphasizes the necessity of being aware of our thought patterns and learning to manage our mental reactions to diverse life events. The Stoics believe that our thoughts have a direct impact on our emotions. In order to develop inner peace and emotional stability, we must learn to observe and question our thoughts. This entails not being taken away by our first perceptions or instant interpretations of things, but rather assessing events rationally and objectively. We strive to recognize and eliminate negative thought patterns such as pessimism, catastrophism, and self-loathing by exercising mind management. Instead of succumbing to these negative tendencies, we can adopt a more realistic and balanced viewpoint, preventing these thoughts from dominating and emotionally hurting us. It is critical to note that thought control does not involve ignoring or repressing emotions, but rather increasing our awareness of them and how we respond to them. Stoicism recognizes that our will can be affected by impulsive wants, fleeting emotions, and external distractions. It does, however, invite us to strengthen our will so that we can reject these bad effects. The practice of self-mastery is one method for strengthening the will. This entails learning to regulate our instincts and wants in order to avoid acting rashly and without deliberation. We can avoid harmful temptations and make more aware, values-based decisions by cultivating self-control. Another option is to work on your emotional resiliency. This entails cultivating the ability to confront obstacles and disappointments with calm and endurance. Instead of being unsettled by barriers, we might see them as chances for growth and learning, keeping our resolve to attain our goals intact. Strengthening the will is also related to cultivating patience and perseverance, learning how to wait for the proper moment and persist in our efforts. Even in the face of adversity, assists us in overcoming hurdles along the way. Focusing on the present moment is a valuable ability that enables us to live more fully and deliberately. In today's fast-paced world, being present is a key ability that allows us to live more fully and intentionally. It is natural to be taken away by worry about the future or regrets about the past. Stoicism, on the other hand, emphasizes the value of remaining really present in the here and now. Focusing on the present moment also aids in the development of increased self-awareness. We can better comprehend our emotional reactions and mental patterns if we are aware of what we are experiencing, thinking, and doing in the current moment. This awareness enables us to make more deliberate decisions that are consistent with our values and aims. We grow more alert, thankful, and tranquil as we develop our concentration on the present. Because we are fully present to experience life, it becomes richer and more meaningful. With practice and experience, focusing on the present moment becomes second nature, allowing us to relish each moment with a calm and open mind. Thus, we discover the key to a more balanced and full life, in which every moment is treasured as a one-of-a-kind and priceless gift. Acceptance of failure is an important ability that Stoicism encourages us to cultivate. We often fear failure and avoid it at all costs, preferring achievement and recognition. The Stoics, on the other hand, believe that failure is a natural part of life, and that it is through failure that we can learn, grow, and become stronger. When we fail, we are typically discouraged, dissatisfied, and even ashamed. Accepting failure, on the other hand, assists us in dealing with these emotions in a healthy and useful manner. We know that failing does not diminish our worth or value as human beings. Rather, it provides an opportunity for us to grow and develop resilience. Accepting failure is a necessary discipline for personal development and emotional resilience. It enables us to learn from our mistakes, tackle difficulties with courage and compassion, and retain a balanced perspective in the face of adversity. We become stronger, smarter, and more resilient as we accept failure as a part of life's path. Conclusion: developing self-discipline is a daily and conscious activity, not an overnight procedure. It takes effort, compassion for oneself, and patience. We gain a sense of empowerment and inner freedom as we work to develop this skill. Self-discipline assists us in resisting the temptation of immediacy and pursuing what is most significant and relevant to our lives. We establish a firm basis for personal progress by acting with discipline, allowing us to achieve our objectives and desires with better efficiency and honesty. We discover the ability to handle obstacles with resilience, grow with integrity, and find a deeper sense of purpose by accepting the basic precepts of Stoicism and exercising self-discipline in our daily lives. Self-discipline makes us masters of our own lives, allowing us to live with wisdom, peace, and honesty.